Hey y'all, hey my Tutor Gang squad, y'all. I don't know if my audio gonna be going in and out. So like once I say something, y'all, like this is not written down. This is not study or nothing. Yes, I got it. But um but yeah, like this is not study or nothing. I didn't write none of this down. But I hope my audio is good. If my audio isn't good, it's not me. But this live is about God is always working. Even when he may seem like he's not, but he's working. Like that's why there's a Bible scripture saying, do not lean on your understanding, but trust God. Like, because like just because things don't go the way we wanted to go, like our plans and what we're gonna do and what we're not gonna do, it's already written down. But like when you trust God through it all and like just keep peace and like yourself, like and like you'll see that no matter what you do, like there's still gonna be tests. Like, okay, people gonna try you, okay, people gonna try to play you, people gonna try to underestimate you. Cause like, but sometimes like it's a actually called anger righteousness. Like one thing about being a Christian, like, okay, yes, you're a Christian, you believe in God, but that don't mean you let somebody play with you. Like, hey, pray, Pray. Pray with me. Do not play with me. You gotta actually put people in your place because just because they see that image of you, okay, this person is good or whatever, I'm gonna try this person because now I know she not gonna get mad at me. I know he not. No, no, don't do that. Like, do not underestimate me. Like, don't matter of fact, don't underestimate nobody because like some people will try you just to see is you gonna give them a character. Oh, I know this person was a Christian. I know it was in her to do that. I know it was in him to be that person. No, like you can't do that to folks. But let me get back on topic. Yes, God is always working. But one thing about it, when you read that Bible, Jesus, he was in that Bible doing what he needed to do. He wasn't in that Bible doing no foolishness. He wasn't in that Bible playing. He wasn't in that Bible doing no things that he didn't need to do. So why do people think when they doing wrong in life, God just gonna keep blessing them? It's a blessing to be alive, but you not gonna receive the blessing that you deserve if you keep playing in this world like, hey, time can be given back. No, you can't get time back. That's why you gotta spend all your time wisely. And first, thank God, because you wouldn't even be here to spend your time no way if it wasn't for God. You got to put your trust in the good Lord. Because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be here. Like people be thinking of the materialistic thing, the rarely thing. Hey, you wouldn't have none of them things if God wouldn't have put you on this earth. Like first Jesus walked the earth. Jesus was the first one. But it's just the fact that people don't know what they should know. Your life is God, Jesus' life wasn't even perfect. Do you think our life is gonna be perfect? Some people really don't be believing in God because their life is not going perfect. Jesus' life wasn't even perfect. Back then people didn't believe, and it's still the same thing now. Everything that's been happening on the sun is still happening on the sun. But nowadays it's getting worse and worse and worse. Like what are we doing, y'all? People are not talking about God like they need to be talking about him. They talking about all the stuff they're going through in life and all the stuff that they have and all the stuff that they need, all the stuff that they don't. Y'all know that God know our beginning and our end? He need us to be like Christ, give our life to him. Okay, we got responsibility. Yeah, he know that, but he still want us to put him first. Because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here. Like y'all read the Bible and know that everything that's happening now is been happening. Nowadays, it's just more advanced. Nowadays, we just got social media. And it's actually a better way now. We can reach people. Like we don't gotta go to people's house. We don't gotta call people. Now we can actually reach people on a different higher technology level. Like use what you can. People use stuff in the wrong way nowadays. Like people want to do what they want to do. People want to go where they want. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but long as you doing what you need to do, putting God first, being an obedient child of God. You got to be an obedient child of God. Some people be thinking, oh, okay, I'm grown, I can do what I want to do. No, you shouldn't do what you want to do. People can like it don't matter who you are. There is somebody looking up to you, wanting you to do better, needing you to do better, even if you don't want it for yourself. People are praying for you that you don't even know. People are wanting you to do better. And like it's just the fact that we only get so much time in this world. Like you gotta spend your time wisely. Like stop looking in that mirror saying bad things about yourself. Stop telling yourself you can't do this. We can do all things through Christ which strengthens us. We can. But if you keep looking at things that you haven't done, you ain't even focus on what you already accomplished. Stop looking back in the past if you ain't looking at the good things. Like, don't y'all know what you put out there, you're going to get back. If you put negative energy out there, then yourself is going to feel so down and bad. You're not going to actually think about what you already accomplished because you sitting here worrying about what you haven't accomplished. Like, you got to crawl before you walk. Like, it starts out big or it starts out small. Like you gotta actually take baby steps. You can't be sitting here pushing yourself out there when you ain't even know how to swim. You can't push yourself in the water. You don't know how to swim. Like just take your time. Like like hey, one thing about it, we can sway farther and farther, farther away from God. But God is just one step. Like all you gotta do is step, one step. But some people just like I don't get it, y'all. But like, cause I learn and I live, and that's what we supposed to do. We supposed to learn and live, and like as we go up and like we supposed to gain wisdom and let life teach us a lesson. We don't supposed to be where we was yesterday if it's not where we meant to be. Cause like, how could you know where you meant to be at if you don't even try to do what you need to do? Like some people be sitting here stuck on what went on in their life, what it went wrong in their life. But instead of just fixing it, don't run away from your problems, solve them. Because when you run away from your problem, they're just gonna be problems left unsolved that can actually affect you mentally. And some people, when they let stuff affect them mentally, they really never get over it because they don't want to get over it. They don't try to get over it. They just stay stuck in this box. They never get out this box. And like I was there one day, like it seemed like I was there one day, y'all, but like now, like I done learned so much and it just pushed me closer and closer to God. Like because one thing about it, God knows your heart. He knows who gonna come to him, he knows who not, he knows who gonna do this because like God knows our beginning and our end. But I see y'all. Hey, Miss Shanti. Hey, Miss Shanti. Hey, Mr. Young Reeves. Hey, Mr. Poet Proud. I see y'all. I see y'all. Let me read y'all comments. I see y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Yes, amen. I see y'all. I see y'all. Hey, y'all. Mr. Poet Proud said the most important thing you can give one is time because yes, that's the valuable thing in this real time, y'all. Because we can give it, but we can't give it back. The most important thing you can give one is time because yours and theirs all like is borrowed. Now play some material over shit will guarantee you won't see who you did or don't value tomorrow. Yes, right. But yes, y'all, like we can't get time back. So please spend your time wisely. And like you can't help nobody that don't want to be helped. I said that in my other video. You can't help nobody that don't want to help themselves. Cause that's where it starts at. It starts with that person in that mirror. Can't nobody tell you to do nothing if you don't want to do it yourself. Like you gotta actually want this. Not actually want it. You gotta need it because like it's the best thing you need. Peace. Like when you have peace in your life, like you become a better person, you feel different. Like when you let that stuff go that you holding on that you need to let go, it's gonna be like a big because it is gonna be like a big weight left off your shoulder. Yes, you gotta want to help yourself. And like at first, like when you realize stuff that you need to realize, like you can solve it better. Like, okay, how am I feeling about this? How am I going to solve this? Why does this make me feel this way? Like, why do I do the things I do? Some people don't actually think about what they do and they don't actually try to learn themselves. Like, you will actually be walking in this world blindly if you don't even know yourself. Like, that's what you gotta know. You gotta know that person in the mirror. You gotta know what upsets you. You gotta know what makes you happy. You gotta know that because if you don't, then you just living in a world of confusion. Because like one thing about it, you got to know your purpose. Like once you sit there and try things and try this, like you gonna know, like okay, this make me happy doing this. Okay, like I really don't like this, but I like they're just like me. I love singing. I love giving motivation. I love giving inspiration. But I would have never knew them things if I didn't try it. Like just just get out there and try to find myself, get out there and try to see what actually not just touch me, but touch my soul, touch my spirit. When I give motivation, inspiration, like right now, I'm getting mad chills right now. I know it's nothing but the spirit because this is something God needs me to do. This is not something that I want to do. This is something that God needs me to do. Like, y'all, I be really trying to stay consistent on here. And like, soon as I get off what I need to do, God be like, I don't know what you got going on, but we ain't finna give up. Like I put each and one of y'all in this world for a purpose, but not everybody seek this person. But you girl, but you young lady, like I see it, like I see your light. Like you was trying to hide it all along, but it was there. Like it never left, and it's still there. You just now bringing it out. Like, hey, God say don't hide your light. You gotta shine your light because not everybody is gonna be themselves and be their higher self, not just they self. I'm talking about their higher self because everybody can do better, but not everybody choose to. Like you gotta need these, like you gotta actually feel this in your spirit, not just feel this in your bone, but feel this in your spirit. Like when you let the spirit move you, like it's a different type of moving. We not moving by flesh, we are moving by spirit. Like you gotta be led by the spirit. When you be led by the spirit, you gonna say and do things like, did I say that? No, you ain't said it. The spirit and you said it. Like the spirit is already in you. God is already in you. God made us. God put his breath in our body to make us breathe and stuff like that. Like we gotta know this, y'all. Like, hey, like when you do things, like you gonna be like, did I do that? No, it was God. Like God is always working, but he working harder for the people that need it, that he see that it's like, okay, this person believe in me. Like, don't y'all know what that person in the Bible that was bleeding for all them that had the issue of blood? She kept bleeding and bleeding. And all she did was she said, I just need to touch his cloth. I just need to touch Jesus' cloth. And when she touched his cloth, her bleeding stopped. Like, and her bleeding stopped because she believed she was already healed. Like she was paying money, she was doing all of this, and her bleeding never stopped. It's called believing, having faith. Like when things go wrong, you still got to keep going. That's what having faith mean. Having faith mean when things don't go your way, you still believing in God. You still trusting in God. You still doing the best you can. Because once you do your best, God gonna always do the rest. But if you keep sitting here stressing up with something that you can't control, like no, like you're actually getting in God's way. You're actually blocking some of your blessing because He wants you to trust in Him. He wants you to believe in Him and know that it's already done. It's you the one getting in the way. It's you the one that's standing in your own way. We can be our own problem sometimes. Like when things don't go our way, some people want to control, and I was one of them people. I wanted to control everything. Okay, this is not going my way. I don't like it like this. I want to change it. No, sometimes you gotta let go and let God. Like be humble. Like I got that message, y'all. I think it's remain humble and I think it's submit. I forgot what it is, but I got that message. But it was basically saying remain humble because not everybody's gonna understand you. Not everybody's gonna get you. Not everybody's gonna like see you as the person that you are, but that's okay. God sees the person that we are. God knows our heart. And some people gonna see your light, some people not gonna like your light. But hey, long as we living and doing things to please God, that's all that matters. But I see y'all comments. I just want to go ahead and push this out here, y'all, because I really be trying to. I'm like, God, like, do you really want me to do this? Like, at first I was questioning because y'all know I've been giving motivation, I've been giving inspiration, but I wasn't pushing it as hard as I am now because I know, like, I'm claiming it in the name of Jesus, y'all. Like, I am going to reach the peak that I need. Like I am going to see myself for who I really am. Cause at first I was lost. Like I ain't gonna say I'm fully found now, but I don't dim my light for nobody. Usually y'all, like I didn't want to speak up because I didn't think that, okay, this person's not gonna like me. Oh, this person is like, no, like you can't do that. Like it don't matter what people say. Like long as you being yourself, people ain't gonna like you anyways. People not gonna like love what you're doing anyways, because sometimes people don't like somebody doing better than them. But I'm not being better than nobody. I'm just being the person that God needs me to be. Like who should settle for less than what they deserve? Nobody, but people choose to. But like it's not right for us to settle for less than what we deserve. Like, long as we get to where we need to be, like, God is okay with it. Like, cause like one thing about it, we can't take nothing in this world with us when we go. We can't take no cars, we can't take no money, we can't take no friends, we can't take our pets if we got some. We can't take none of that stuff with us. But God need us to be like Jesus and be like Christ and spread the word. Like, we've been put here about God. Like, but some people don't realize until it's too late, and some people don't realize it at all. But like, yes, like, you was put here for a reason. Don't y'all know, like, our plans is already written? Like, what's in God plans for us is already written. What we're gonna do, what we're not gonna do, who we're gonna inspire, who we're gonna influence, like, it's already written. That's why you gotta trust in God, because He knows it all. He done seen it all, and He done heard it all. He know our beginning and our end. Like, because like the world is one of the enemies, the flesh is one of the enemies, and the devil is one of the enemies. Like, God said, peace I give up to you, not as the world. Like, it's in the Bible. The world can't give you the peace God can, because the world always got things going on. The world is always changing, but God, He never changed. He always give us unconditional love. He always blessing us with blessings and stuff like that. And you get more blessings when you be obedient child of God. But thank you, Mr. Poet Pride. I hope you here still here. I gotta get back to work too. Stay safe and blessed and take care of y'all. Peace to the chat. Thank you so much, Mr. Poet Pride, for dropping in before you go to work. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, y'all. Peace has a heart full of grace in the room, no with hate. Keep it gracious and spacious. Be honest. Yes. Yes, you got to be honest, y'all. Like, no matter what we go through, don't let your emotions and feelings take over you and be the person that you don't need to be. Because, like, life be life, but it's up to us to handle it the way we need to handle it. Because, like, don't matter how much time go by, long as we still breathing, long as we here on this earth, like, we're gonna face problems. We're gonna face situations, and it's up to us to handle the situation like we need to. Thank you so much, Miss Shanti, for coming through. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You have a nice, blessed day. Yes, it's about balance too. Yes, like, that's what I'm working on, y'all. Riz. Thank you so much for covering it. It is all about balance, because I've been trying to balance. Well, I ain't gonna say I'm trying. Like, I am gonna balance everything out. See, that's affirmations. Like, I am enough. I am loved by God. I am physically stable. I am emotional. Like, you gotta claim it already, because it's already done what you claim it. But yes, to the course, I believe in God and do the work, but God, yes, yes, you got to balance everything out. But yes, y'all, I really appreciate everybody. I'm not gonna get off here, y'all. I'm just telling y'all, I really appreciate all of y'all for real. If I don't say it, just know I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I really appreciate y'all for joining me on this journey, y'all. Like, one thing about me, y'all, like, I never been a full time quitter. Like, okay, when something not going my way, I may sway from it. Like, okay, I'm finna like it's just to breathe a little bit, like, but not like quit on it. Like, sometimes, like, I just take a break. I'm gonna say take a break. I don't never quit. Like, I take a break on things, but then I come back at it like, okay, let me see if this work out. But I'm the type of person, like, if something don't work out, like, the only reason I keep going at it if I let my emotions and feelings get involved. But I know now how to. I'm learning. I ain't gonna say I know. I'm learning how to control my emotions and feelings, because sometimes I can let it get the best of me, and I end up making decisions off feelings and off emotions instead of making decisions off the truth. Like, you cannot make decisions off your heart. I mean, off your emotions and feelings if it's not the truth. You gotta go for the truth and nothing but the truth. Like, one time, like one thing about it, you gotta actually see how you feeling and know how you feeling, and just think about it before you act on it. One thing about it, when you think about something before you act on it, it is way better than selling for less than what you deserve. But yes, y'all, like, you just gotta keep going. But the title was God is always working, because He is. But if you're not trusting in Him and believing in Him and being an obedient child of God, then you really can't receive all the blessings that you need, because you're not having faith like you saying you're having faith. Having faith is believing and trusting him no matter what life throws at you, no matter what you go through, as long as you're doing the best you can, God is always gonna do the right, always gonna do the rest. Like one thing about it, like something may not go as planned, but long as you're on the right path and doing what you want to do, doing what you need to do, then okay, God is trying to tell you, like, hey, this is not the way I want you to go. This is not the way I need you to go because I done seen some things that you haven't seen. I know some things that you don't know. I done heard some things that you didn't hear. So that's why you gotta trust in him. Like it's in the Bible, don't lean on your understanding, but his understanding. Meaning God has seen what you haven't seen. He didn't heard what you didn't hear. He know what you don't know. So that's why you gotta put your full trust in him because he done seen it all. You ain't seen it all. You don't know it all. You haven't heard it all just because this person that told you something, that person don't even know it all. That's why you can't be sitting here listen to gossip. Like sometimes this stuff be lies. Sometimes this stuff may be maybe. It's like when you trusting in God, this is not no maybe. This is not no, oh, it may be right. This is right. That's why when he leads you somewhere, it's a reason. Like it don't matter if you don't understand it or not. That's why it's called leaning on his understanding, not your understanding. Because that's why you gotta have faith. Like long as you're doing the best you can, that's why it's called trusting in him. Because some things is not gonna, hey, it's not gonna make sense. Like it's not gonna like, oh, I don't understand this. That's why you just keep praying, keep having faith, and keep trusting in him. Keep doing the best you can, and he gonna do the rest. Because like I said, he done seen some things you haven't seen. He knows some things you don't know. That's why when you keep walking by faith, you gonna keep getting bigger and better blessing because most everything is a test just to see how you gonna act, just to see what you're gonna do, just to see if you're gonna give up on him. Okay, oh, this is not going right, so I'm finna just give up. Like, no, you don't supposed to give up. You supposed to go harder. You supposed to pray harder. You supposed to have harder faith. Like one thing about it, life is what you make it. Life will always be what you make it. When things go wrong, what you're gonna do? Are you gonna cry about it, or are you gonna make choices in your life that's gonna make it better? Like when you feeling some type of way, are you gonna acknowledge them feelings? Like it's about acknowledgement too. When things are going wrong, you gotta acknowledge it for what it is. Like don't be handling things your way and it's not the right way. Like one thing about it, y'all, life isn't perfect. Like nobody life is perfect. It don't matter how much money they got, how many cars, houses. It don't matter how many friends, because nobody life is perfect. But when we put God first, when we put our full trust and faith in God, I'm talking about full, not no halfway, not no a little bit, not no no, you got to put your full trust in him. Like he don't want you to be halfway in and halfway out. One day you doing this and the next day you doing wrong. No, he don't need it. Like we all make mistakes, true, but it's about righting our wrongs and like learning from our mistakes and growing from them. Like some people just do the same thing over and over and over again. Like like when they say, okay, when God closed these doors, why are you sitting here finna go back and open them up? When God's opening doors, then why are you sitting here shutting them? Like, no, like you are blocking your blessings when you're not actually accepting God blessings in your life. Because one thing about it, when something don't go right and you did your best, you gave it your all and it still don't work out, God is telling you something. God is saying, hey, this is not for you. I done seen some things, I done heard some things, I know some things you don't know. You can't keep trying to push something when God and help you out of it. And it's more spiritually than physically, than emotionally. You know something is not right. You done did your best with this person. You done did your best with something and it still don't go your way. That means God is telling you something that, hey, you need to let this go. This is not for you. When you know something for you, you're going to feel it deep down in your spirit. Like, okay, like this is for me. You ain't got to worry about it. It's not gonna give you no confusion. It's gonna give you nothing but peace. That's how you know something for you, when it give you nothing but peace. Like you can work with this person, you can trust this person. Like one thing about it, we're not perfect, but we cannot let life, we cannot let our past, we cannot let people, we cannot let nothing sway us away from being the person God needs us to be. Because life is gonna be life, and like we're gonna have different type of emotions and stuff. We're gonna have different type of feelings, but we do not supposed to act on our emotions and feelings if it's not the right way. You got to think about stuff before you do it. Acknowledge your feelings, acknowledge your emotions. Like I touched on this already, but I really want to push that out there. Like Yes, like y'all, like when you actually be a better person, like no, I'm not saying you're not gonna have emotions, you're not gonna have feelings because you are, but it's about what you do with them. It's about how you act upon them. It's about are you gonna do what's right? It's about are you gonna take this step? It's about are you gonna keep doing what's best for you, even when you can't even try to do it yourself. Like you gotta be like, just take a break, just like sway away from it before you do anything wrong, before you do anything you don't need to do, before you say anything you don't need to say. You got to actually tune into your higher self and know that you can control things, but it's up to you to do the controlling. Because one thing about it, like people will make you mad, people will make you sad, but it's about how you respond. Because if you respond with so much anger, if you respond with so much bitterness, then like that's not the right way to do. You can speak your truth, but it's how you do it. It's how you do it. It's when you do it. Like, cause some people just gonna do it a lot of times just to see what they can get out of you. Like, but you gotta hit them with kindness. You gotta hit them with God words. Like, hey, like God never said it'd be easy. God never said your life is gonna be perfect. Perfect. Jesus' life wasn't even perfect. But y'all, I've been all over the place. But the message is God is always working. You gotta trust His time and lean on His understanding, because He done heard some things you didn't hear. He knows some things that you don't know, and He has seen some things you haven't seen. Like that's why God guide us or whatever. But it's up to you to let Him lead and don't be trying to step in front of Him, but you step behind Him and let Him lead your life, because God has seen it all. He knows it all. But some people don't believe like they say they believe, because like when a problem comes, they just get so worried about it. They just get so anxious about it, and like they lose focus that hey, God is in control of your life. Like one thing about it, God knows everything, but it's up to you to put your full trust in Him, to keep praying, to keep trusting in Him. Like y'all, let me ask y'all this question. Like, have you ever just been like, God, why is this happening? Like, I don't know what to do. Like, this is not like, have you ever been in a situation where you thought something was never possible? Like, this can't be like, it was going so right. Like, now it's gone. Like, I want it back. Like, I need it back. Like, but God was like, no, you don't need this back. You want this back. Like, I done seen some things you haven't seen. I know some things you don't know. Like, you need to let this go. Like, even though it was good for a little while, cherish the good times. Like, but you don't need this in your life. Like you don't matter of fact, you don't deserve this in you don't deserve this in your life. I got bigger things for you. I got better things for you. And this don't got nothing compared for what I got for you. Like you gotta actually know when God ruin your plans, it only mean He got bigger and better plans for you. Because like, yes, God knows and sees it all and heard it all, but you haven't. That's why we can't lean on our own understanding. Like I should have named this video "Don't lean on your understanding," because God knows what you don't know and seen what you didn't see and heard what you didn't hear. But I think that would have been too long. But y'all, I love y'all. God is love. Like I love y'all, but God love you so much more because God give unconditional love. Like God is not like man on the world. Like He is very different. He don't come on our time, but He's always on time. Because don't y'all know, like when we struggling with something in our life, like God will put us on the path to help us in whatever area that we need help on, but we don't even know it. Like y'all, I was having trouble with um what I was having trouble with, like being strong. And like I was put in a situation where all I can do is be strong. I'm like when you really look at stuff the way you need to look at it, you'll learn so much from yourself and so much for what God has got planned in your life. Like I went through a situation where all I can do was be strong because being weak wasn't gonna help. Being sad all the time wasn't gonna help. Y'all, my voice cracked when I said that. But yeah, like the only thing that I could do was pray about it, be strong. Like when I started praying and praying more, like God had showed me a vision and everything. Like who else can do that but God? Like who else can show you something before it happened? Any other person than God. Like and like I matter of fact, like I'm really thankful for what I've been through and experience because like it just kept pushing me closer and closer and closer to God. Because like yes, I'm a believer in God, but at first like I was getting misled by so many things because I wasn't dealing with things the way I need to deal with them. But once you actually acknowledge your feelings, acknowledge your emotions, acknowledge the things that you're going through and actually get to know yourself. Like you will learn yourself more better. You'll know your weakness, you'll know your strength, you'll know what you like, you'll know what you dislike. See, how can you know yourself if you don't actually get to know yourself? It's impossible to know yourself if you're not trying to get to know yourself. Like, but y'all, my throat is dry. Let me drink me some water, y'all. Hold on, hold on. I'm still here, y'all. I had to drink me some water, y'all. But y'all, like I really love that I can talk to y'all and share things with y'all that y'all need to know because like yes, like we all got our different paths in life, but it's not about that. It's about what we're doing on these paths. Are we learning from everything? Because everything is a lesson and a blessing. Like everything is a lesson and I mean, some things are a lesson and some things are a blessing, but you will get more blessings when you're being an obedient child of God, when you're not letting life knock you down. Like it's okay to life gonna knock you down, but it's about getting back up. It's about trusting God through it all. Because one thing about it, if something is not meant for you, God is not gonna let that work for you. If it's not meant for you, if it's not in His purpose for you, like, cause everybody got their soulmate, but not everybody meet them because they end up settling for less than what they deserve. They end up just going for anything because some people don't want to be alone, but we're never alone. Like you're never alone. God is always there. Jesus is already there. The Holy Spirit is in you, but some people don't know about it because like they don't know the Bible like they should. Like when you know the Bible, you already know God is in you. Cause like how can you be alone when God is in you? How can you be alone when the Holy Spirit is in you? So like that's why you gotta know things that you need to know. Cause if you don't know, then how would you know? Like how can you do something better if you don't know better? Like some people really be living life and they don't be living it right. Like they just be living it from their level of perception. Like have y'all ever talked to somebody and you try to tell them something that was right and they sitting here trying to prove that you're wrong when you know you're right, and no matter what you say, no matter what you do, this person is still trying to point you out as a wrong person. Like no, like those type of people are really struggling with things mentally, not just mentally, spiritually too. Cause like we can control our emotions, but when we don't, like it lead us to be mentally unstable. Like it lead us to be a person that we don't need to be. Because it's a lot of people out here dealing with so much and so much and so much, but they don't deal with them the right way. They don't solve their problems. They try to sweep their problems under the rug. No, you can't sweep your problems under the rug. You got to deal with them the right way. Like it's only right, right? It's only right to deal with your problems the right way. Like, why would you settle for less than what you deserve? Like, like sometimes you just want to feel love. You just want somebody to be there for you. You just want somebody to talk to you and like show you love. But like it's okay to be alone. Like long as you peaceful, long as you happy, long as you doing what you need to do. Like it's okay to be. I won't say alone. I'll say like it's okay to be by yourself. I won't say alone because we're never alone. But when you actually seek God, seek His kingdom and His righteousness, like it will lead you to a path that you need to be on. Of course, like there's gonna be bumps and stuff like that, but keep praying, still keep having faith, and things are gonna go away. These things are gonna go okay. I won't say things are gonna go perfect because life is never perfect. It's up to us to keep going, keep pushing, keep praying, keep putting God first, keep having our 100% faith in God, keep being obedient child of God, even when life just pushes you to do something that you don't need to do. Like, no, that's a test. That's a test. Hey, life can go crazy. Life can be up, have ups and down. But what are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep going? Are you gonna keep pushing? That's a test. Like, hey, some people are even gonna be your test. Like, oh, they're gonna say some things. They're gonna do some things. But what you're gonna do? Are you gonna do the right thing? It's a test. Are you gonna ace this test? Like, you gotta actually keep going no matter what. You still got to keep going no matter what, because everything is a test. Like, well, what are you gonna do? Every time somebody do something, how are you gonna respond? How are you gonna act? How are you gonna react? Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna learn from this? Everything is a lesson or a blessing. Like Because sometimes things don't go right. It's a lesson to see if you're gonna learn from this. Are you gonna grow from this? Are you gonna come up from this? Are you gonna keep trying and keep doing something that you need to do in life? Like life be hard, yes it does, but what are you gonna do? You can't settle for less than what you deserve because that's not right. It's right to do what's right. You got to keep going no matter what life throws at you. Cause like you're a strong person. We can do all things through Christ which strengthen us. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep stopping doing what you need to do? Like, yes, like life be hard. Like when you come out of something, like you'll be like, dang, I remember when I used to cry about that. I remember when I used to be mad and sad about that. Now, like I done learned my lesson. I done learned that, oh, like I wanted it that way, but I didn't want it. I didn't needed it that way. Like I wanted to go that way, but I didn't need it to go that way. Like when you learn so much about yourself, you learn how to move in this world. You learn what to do. You learn what not to do. Like it's about learning. Cause how can you know something if you don't learn? You gotta know something to do better. But one thing about it, once you're being led by the spirit, oh baby, you can do some things that you didn't know you can do because this God is showing you, hey, with God anything is possible, but without Him nothing is possible. You got to put your full trust in God because God knows your heart. One thing about it, He will push Himself upon you if He already know your heart. He already know you a good person. He already know, okay, I know this person is my chosen one. I know this person is my anointed one. Like I gotta put this about this person. Like God already know who gonna spread His word. God already know who gonna do what they need to do to spread His word. Because like, why is God not being talked about? Like we should be sitting here bragging about God. Like God is He is a powerful God. He can move mountains. Like He can turn lessons into blessings. Like you gotta actually let everything in your life be a blessing because you're alive. Like you wouldn't even be here to experience nothing that you're going through if you wasn't alive. Like being alive is the biggest blessing in the world because we wouldn't be alive to face nothing, to do nothing if we wasn't alive. Like don't like that's a gift that we all need to cherish. You're alive. Like, what are you complaining for? You're alive. What are you crying for? Wipe them tears. Stop crying. It's gonna be hard. Yes, life is gonna be hard, but don't cry about it. Pray about it. Long as you actually crying is okay. Yes, it is. But after you cry, please make yourself better. Please get on the right path. Please work on yourself and not just work on yourself. Don't give up on yourself because yes, it may seem hard, but once you get it done, once you get past that stage where you need to be, like you're gonna look back and say, "Wow, I remember when I was there. Now I'm here." Like, yes, you can look back at the good times or whatever, but don't be sitting here going to the bad times. No, cherish the good moments, and that's all. Like, don't be going back to no bad moments. Like, just share the good times, because what you put out there, you get back. Like, don't be thinking of no bad times, because that's negative energy that you don't need to be consuming. Like, that's saying it's really true. Like what you put out there, you get back. Like even though sometimes things gonna be happening unexpectedly, but long as you keep putting that good stuff out there, that good energy, that high vibrational energy, you're gonna get it back. Yes, there are gonna be some people jealous of you. There's gonna be some people that hate you, but that's nothing but the devil. They hated Jesus first, so of course they gonna hate us. Like, so don't be thinking just because you being a good person, you being an obedient person, that everything's gonna go right. No, it didn't even go right for Jesus, so don't expect it to go right for you. That's why I said expect, because no matter how much you expect things to go right, sometimes every time things are not gonna go right, and you gotta know that. You gotta know that it's not gonna go right, but it's about, are you gonna get right? Are you gonna keep going no matter when life, hey, get wrong, go right, go left? You gotta still keep going. You still gotta keep praying. You still gotta have a positive mindset even when life be throwing you ups and downs. You gotta still keep getting back up. You gotta keep picking yourself back up. You gotta be a winner, not a quitter. You gotta know that everything is a lesson. Like, no, when something don't go your way, that's not a loss. That's something that you can learn from to be better than what you was that day, that year, that moment, whatever time. You gotta keep going. Don't give up. Life is be life, and yes, like, but you gotta keep putting God first. You gotta keep going. Like, y'all, know your higher self. Get to know yourself and get to know what bring you down. Get to know what brings you up. Get to know what make you happy, make you say. You got to get to know yourself. How can you be your better self if you don't know yourself? Like, what are we doing? Get to know yourself. What you like to do, what you love to do. Like, get to know yourself. You got to get to know yourself, y'all. Like, life is so much easier like that when you know what you don't like, when you know like what people you don't need around be around. Because like one thing about it, if somebody is not making time for you, don't be sitting there making time for that person. Like, no, we only get a limited amount of time on this world, and God knows how long we gonna be here. He knows what we gonna do. He know what we not gonna do. But as long as you do what you need to do, like, don't be letting life make you out to be a person you don't need to be. Because yes, people are gonna hurt us. People are gonna say rude things. People are gonna do things like, but it's up to us to allow them things to keep going on. It's up to us to live life the right way and do things that we need to do. Like, and say things that need to be said at that right exact moment. Don't be waiting till later and be like, oh, I should have said this. Oh, I should have did this. No, whatever you need to do it now. Don't be sitting here waiting for the right time, because that time you waiting on may not be the time that you need to wait on. You need to do it now, because tomorrow isn't promised. Like, nobody knows but God whether we gonna live tomorrow or not. So that's why you gotta do everything now. Like, get out there, like, be that best person. Like, don't be sitting here worrying about, oh, they'll judge me if I do this. No, no, you can't do that. We that's what we not finna do. Like, we are not finna be out here wasting no time. We are not finna be out here trying to find validation for nobody. No, as long as you living to please God, that it's enough. Like, we got to keep going. Like, life be life, y'all. But I'm just really saying, like, we gotta be the best version of ourselves. Like, find out about yourself. Hold on, y'all. Let me scratch. I'm sorry, y'all hit the scratch. But yes, y'all, like, it's about being the best version of yourself. Like, find out about yourself. What do you like to do? Like, what do you love to do? But yes, y'all, like, I can talk about this all day and night long, because like, I am just so glad to share this journey with y'all. Like, I done had ups and downs and a lot of stuff, but I never let it stop me from being the person I need to be. Like, yes, like, hey, I took a lot of breaks. I took a lot of breaks, but I just still kept praying. I still kept having faith. I still kept trusting God. Yes, I had my doubts sometimes, like, okay, why this happened to me? Like, but the whole time, God was molding me, and still are. He's molding me to be stronger. He's molding me to get to know myself. What make me mad? What make me sad? Like, what make me happy? But giving motivation, giving inspiration, and singing is something that I learned that makes me happy. Like, they're just now. Like, hey, maybe if I keep trying things and get to know myself more better, hey, it may be something more that I like doing. But right now, I know I like giving motivation, inspiration, and singing. But it's probably more, but I like, that's why you got to get to know yourself. What do you like to do? Like, why are you wasting your time when you need to be valuing your time, cherishing your time? Like, spend time with people who want to spend time with you. Like, love on the people who love on you. I'm not saying hate them, but love them from a distance if they don't respect you. They don't put time in for you. Because some people will actually play in your face, but really don't even like you like they say they like you, really don't love you like they say they love you. Like, you got to actually pay attention to people. And when you pay attention to people, you'll learn how to move away from them, because their energy is not giving the energy that you need. Like, we need to be around good energy, that high vibrational energy, that positive energy. Like, putting yourself around negative people, putting yourself around people that you don't need to be around is not good for your spirit. I'm gonna say it's not good for your spirit, because when you're around people that's doing bad, people with is not doing good, you can't be around people like that. You gotta put yourself around people that's gonna influence you to do better, be your better self, be your higher self. Like, hey James, welcome in. How you been, James? I'm out of breath. I've been on here talking for almost an hour, but like, like in life, like, some are blessings and some are lessons, but nothing is never a waste of time, because you can learn from everything. That's why I say you can, because people gonna come in our life and do what's right or wrong. People gonna come in our life and treat us good or bad. But it's about, are you gonna learn from that? Are you gonna go back to the people who did you bad? But it's about forgiving them and moving on with your life, and know, okay, this person that showed me their true colors. I'm not finna go back to them if they did me wrong. Like, yes, I'm gonna forgive them and actually tell them, hey, I'm not gonna hold no grudge against you, because holding grudges is not gonna make you do nothing but turn your heart cold. You gotta forgive people. You can't be sitting here doing things and saying things that's not something you need to be doing or saying. You got to keep living life the right way. You can't be. Hold on, y'all got a yawn. Oh, snap. Oh, y'all. But yeah, life be life in y'all, but we can't settle for less of what we deserve. You gotta know your worth. You got to know your worth. When you know your worth, but some people don't know their worth. But it's okay. You still gotta keep moving forward. Hold on, y'all. I gotta take a break. Y'all, I'm out of breath. I gotta excuse me. I gotta take a break. Hey y'all, I'm still here. I'm taking a break, y'all. I've been on here like 40 some minutes and I am tired of talking. Hold on. I'm really not tired of talking, but I'm just gonna take a break. So whoever that is, hey, how you doing? I hope you're doing good. My name is NaturallyToot. I give motivation and inspiration on my channel, and sometimes I do singing videos. I got to really get back at it, but I haven't been really. I'm not gonna say that because that's negative, but yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing, y'all. I got this. I ain't gonna speak nothing but oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me, but when you speak nothing but affirmation over yourself, hey, whoever that is watching, I love you. God is love. Keep putting your trust in God. Keep shining your light. Like y'all, we all can do better, y'all, but we don't choose to do better. Like God is always working, but it's up to us to work with Him. But I don't know, but it just seems like it's a lot of people not putting their full trust in God like they need to. Like you'll know when somebody putting their full trust in God, like because you'll see a change in them. You'll see something in them that you didn't used to see. Like, okay, this person is really learning from their life. This person is really growing from their problems. Like this person is really solving their problems, not only growing from them. Because like you can tell a person by how they talk, how they what they say, what they do. You can tell what that person is going through um mentally. Because sometimes people are gonna tell you how they are, but it's up to you to pay attention and listen. Because like, yes, life be life and but you can pay attention to a person and say and see how they feel or whatever without even asking. Because some people show their true colors without even knowing, oh, I'm showing my true colors. Like, no, I gotta hide this. I gotta hide it. But it's okay to be yourself. I don't know why people feel like they gotta hide their feelings and hide their emotion nowadays. And that's what lead us to be mentally unstable when you try to feel like you don't need to feel like this. When you try to be like, oh, I don't need to be like this. Like we all have our downfalls. We all have our times where they don't be good times or whatever. But it's about learning and growing. Like it took me years and I'm still learning now, but I'm not where I used to be. And I thank God for that. Like I didn't had so many situations where I could have just choose to, oh, stay sad. I could have choose to just stay where I was, but God didn't let that happen. Like it's like every time I go through something, like I just got closer and closer to God. Then it got to a point where now like that's all I do. Like I pray about it. I don't worry about it. I may cry, but if I'm crying, I'm getting a good word in, I'm getting a good message in, like because yes, y'all, like we don't supposed to run from our emotion. We don't supposed to run from our feelings. We gotta acknowledge them feelings. We gotta learn how to, okay, I feel like this. Acknowledge them. I feel this way. Okay, acknowledge that. Okay, I want to do it this way. Okay, learn from it. Like grow from this. Like you got to keep growing. You got to keep going. Keep going. Keep going, y'all. Like even when life throws you ups and downs, keep going. Please, please, please keep going. Like you'll never know the better person you can be if every time life don't go your way, you give up. No, don't give up. It's okay to take a break on something, but don't give up on it. Keep going. Please keep going. Please don't let life break you down. Please don't let life turn your heart cold. Please don't let life keep you from experiencing things you need to experience because you'll never know the type of person you need to be. If you give up, you got to keep going. You got to keep having faith. You got to keep trusting in God and know that your plans didn't work out because He is trying to hurt you. Your plans didn't work out because He knows something better for you. He didn't see what you haven't seen. He didn't hear what you haven't heard. He knows what you don't know. Like It's not in his plan for you to do this. It's not in your plans for you to be that. It's not in your plan for you to get this. Like, you gotta actually know when something don't go your way, it's not the end of the world. Like, why do people feel like it's the end of the world when something don't go our way, when something hurt us? Like, yes, I felt like that. Like, I felt like it was the end of the world when something hurt me or somebody hurt me. I feel like ain't no way. Like, I can't keep living. Like, I really want to go. Like, I don't want to be here no more. Like, can you just please take me home with you guys? Yes, like I had them thoughts. Like, I didn't had some thoughts like that, but no, it's not your time yet. You gonna know when it's your time, because when it's your time, you're not gonna be on this world. You're not gonna be on this world when it's your time to go with God. But like, long as you got breath in your body, you can be the person you need to be. You can do what you need to do, but first you gotta start. How can you do something if you don't start? You seen him worrying about something, but you're not trying to make it better. You seen him crying about something, but you're not trying to make it better. It's not about what you're going through. It's about, are you going to get through it? Your problem doesn't matter. It's about, are you going to solve this problem? When you fall down, it's not about falling down. It's about, are you going to pick yourself back up? Are you going to learn from your mistakes? Are you going to grow? Not only learn from them, but grow from them, and like let everything in your life teach you a lesson. Like, when you know, okay, people can hurt me. People gonna do this. They gonna do this. Like, you gotta actually learn how to move in this world and not be acting off emotions and feelings. Like, don't be no vulnerable. It's nothing wrong being a vulnerable person, but it's about how you do it. Like, yes, we got emotions and feelings, but you don't supposed to just be emotional person. And hold on, y'all. Hold on, sorry, y'all yawning. But yes, y'all, like, we gotta keep going. Like, I didn't say it 1,000 times, but I know somebody need to hear this, because keep going. Even myself, I need to hear it. Like, practice what you preaching. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna keep doing. Cause usually when I give y'all inspiration and motivation, I really didn't used to take it in myself. But now I am practicing what I preach. I stay in the good word. Like, I stay listening to motivation, inspiration. Like, I really don't got a person that I keep listening to, but I got a couple of 'em. But I'm not gonna make this about me, y'all. But just keep going and keep having faith. Like, them the biggest thing you need to do. Keep going and keep having faith. Having faith means trusting in God no matter what happens in your life, no matter what you go through. You still putting your full trust and faith in God. Like, because life is not gonna be perfect. It's not. I think I done said that so many times. I done told people that so many times. Life isn't gonna be perfect. If it wasn't perfect for Jesus, if it wasn't perfect for the people in the Bible, do you think that, and everything that's been happening since back then, everything wasn't even in the Bible, but they only put a little stuff up in there. Like, a lot of stuff been happening under the sun since it been happening under the sun. But are you gonna change the world to be a better place? Like, you gotta make the world a better place. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I don't. I be had to get the message out here, y'all. Like, it drains me. It drains me so much. Like, I noticed that, like, every time I'm speaking the truth, every time I'm doing what God needs me to do, like, it drains me so much, y'all. I had so much sleep, but every time I speak on the truth, every time I do what God needs me to do, like, I just get so drained. Like, I feel like I haven't been asleep. I feel like, but it's just the fact that I really don't be physically tired. I really think it's the flesh that don't want me to speak about this, because like every time I do this, like, I just be yawning, and my body's not even tired. But hey, I rebuke the devil in the name of Jesus. Like, no, I'm gonna keep spreading the word. Like, every time, like, I be on here, like, cause at first, like, I'm thinking I really, cause I'm really getting to know myself. And like, I notice, like, every time I get people motivation, inspiration and stuff, like, I just get so drained. And like, I'm really not even, because usually sometimes I really do be tired, but now I'm really not tired. But y'all keep putting God first, and keep putting y'all trust in God, and He will lead you the right way. Like, don't lean on your understanding, but trust in Him, and He will make your life better. Y'all, I feel like I don't know. I'm really trying to get to know this feeling though, because I'm really getting to know myself, but I'm really finna look it up. Like, what does it feel? What does it mean spiritually? Like, when you doing God's work, but every time you do it, you just feel so drained. But like, I don't even feel sleepy. I just feel like my energy is draining every time I talk about. the right things, not just godly things, but the right things people need to know, period. Like when I be at work, I speak to people, I talk to people and whatever. Then after a while, I just get to yawning and like I don't even be physically tired. I think I just be spiritually tired. Like if that makes sense. But I'm gonna look it up, y'all, so I can actually know. Cause right now I'm just trying to pinpoint things. I'm just trying to find out about myself. Like that's what I do. Like I get to know myself. I get to learn myself. Cause if you don't, then how will you know yourself if you don't get to know yourself? Like make it make sense. Like you can't be out here living in the world and you don't even know how to live your life right. Cause like once you get to know yourself, you'll know what you like to do and stuff like that. But first, you got to get to know God. Like you need to go know God, because God say first, seek the kingdom and His righteousness, and all things will be given to you as well. Meaning, first, He needs you to come to Him first, because God already know what you need and want, but He needs you to come to Him because God put us here. He knows what we're gonna do. He knows what we're gonna say. He done seen what we haven't seen. He knows what we don't know. That's why when God don't make something right, don't make something work out for you, just know He got bigger and better plans for you because He done seen some things that you haven't seen and know some things you don't know. But yeah, like I just see the same thing over and over again. Basically saying God got plans for us, but we can't be coming in here and trying to disrupt His plan and try to interrupt His plans. You gotta trust His plans, not disrupt His plans. But y'all, like, I don't know why it just made me so tired. Like it is so draining. Like I just feel like I feel like I've been, I don't know, like I don't feel tired. I just feel drained. I think that's the right word for me. Like drained. Like it just like it pulls something out of me when I give motivation and inspiration. Like it just pulls something out of me. But that's why I really be taking the break. Cause like every time I do this, like I just be feeling so drained. But when I don't get sleep, I actually feel what you call it, like sleepy drain. But when I just, oh, it's energy. Cause like when you talk, oh, it's energy. I think I'm getting to know myself without even Googling it. It's energy. Like, cause when you talk, when you move, whatever you do, you're using energy. So it drains me when I talk. It drains me when I cause like when you don't do, when you don't do nothing, what energy are you using? So it makes sense now. So like when I be talking, when I be giving motivation, inspiration, I'm using energy. Like you ain't got to move to use energy. As long as you talking, that's energy too. But see, I just got to know something, y'all. See, it's about getting to know yourself. But once you get to know yourself, then you know how to control your emotions and control your feelings, because them two are the biggest thing people let make them to be a person they don't need to be. Oh, my feeling was hurt, my emotion was hurt, so I feel like I need to hurt this person. I feel like can't nobody love me no more. I feel like love is not possible no more. No, with God, anything is possible. Like, oh, I won't ever meet nobody else. Oh, I won't ever be the person I need to be without this person. No, like no, it don't work like that. Like if somebody don't value you for who you are, somebody don't see your worth, somebody don't acknowledge your light. Cause some people can see your light, but they don't want to acknowledge your light. Yes. Did y'all hear that message? Somebody can see your light, but they won't acknowledge it. Y'all think about it. Think about it. Somebody can see your light, but they won't acknowledge your light. But it's not from them. It's not for them to acknowledge, because God knows your heart. He sees what you done did when you ain't even seen it, because He know our future, our past, and our all that. But it's what you gonna do with it. Cause like when we're in this world, like it's up to us to do good. It's up to us to do the right thing. It's up to us to just grow and grow like a plant, grow and grow and keep growing. Even if we get down sometimes, we still pick ourselves back up. We still keep flourishing. We still keep elevating no matter what life throws at us. Like we still keep going, because like we're too strong to be weak. We're too strong to be broken. We're too strong to keep not going, to not keep going. Like Life will always be what you make it. I love saying that. Life will always be what you make it. Life is what you make it. That's what I love saying. Life is what you make it. Because when you're going through tough time, bad time, difficult times, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna settle for less than what you deserve? Are you gonna make it better? What are you gonna do? When you fall down, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna get back up and dust yourself off? When somebody hurts you, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna heal that pain? Are you gonna overcome that? Are you gonna grow into be a better person? Are you gonna settle for less than what you deserve? Are you just gonna become a weak person, a sad person that's complain about stuff all the time, a bitter person? Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna let life make you to a bitter person or a better person or a miserable person or a obedient person of God? Like, what are you gonna do? The choices is yours. Like, whatever decision you make in your life, it's up to you to make them. Whatever you go through in life, it's up to you to get through them. Whatever you face in life, it's up to you to face it the right way. Whatever you be in life, it's up to you to be the best version of yourself. Like, when you have the knowledge and the wisdom that you have, you don't need to write down nothing. You don't need to take no notes. What? Who gonna take notes? Like, yeah, you're supposed to take notes to get to know yourself and take notes to write down what you experienced so you can overcome it. Like when you got vivid dreams in your life, when you have vision sometimes, yes, you supposed to write down that because you may forget. But when you come on here to give people knowledge, give people wisdom and stuff like that, hey, you don't need to write that down when you know God is working through you and the Spirit is leading you. You already know what you're saying is the truth. You ain't gotta make it up. But some people do it though just to actually be prepared and I don't know. I don't know why people do that, but it's a different reason for everything. But as long as you just keep going and keep putting your trust in God, like things will work out. But you just gotta keep being your better self, y'all. Like it's all about balance. Yes, with Young Riz, he had said something then when he said it's about what that I don't know what it is, but it's all about balance, y'all. Like, please balance everything out. Like, don't let the good outweigh the bad. Don't let the bad outweigh the good. You gotta there he go, there you go. Yes, it is all about balance. Like you gotta balance everything out. You can't be sitting here. You can't be sitting here and let life just take you to a place you don't need to go and make you be a person that you don't need to be. Because at first, like I didn't understand a lot of things, and I still don't now. But it's all about needing to learn. Some people don't want to learn. Some people don't try to learn. Some people will try and just give up. Like it don't work like that. You still gotta keep going. Like life gonna keep throwing its ups and downs. Life gonna keep being a roller coaster, but it's up to you to keep riding that roller coaster. Like you gotta keep riding this life roller coaster. Like don't jump off. Like you gotta keep riding it because life gonna keep having ups and downs. Like, but it's all about putting your full trust in God and doing the best you can, even when it seems like you can't. But we can do all things with Christ with strength in us. Like but if you don't want to do something, then don't push yourself to do something you don't want to do. Cause they're just like me. I don't want to drive. Like I tried it and I didn't like the feeling. Some people's like, oh, like if you keep doing it, you'll get comfortable with it. Oh, you need to drive. Oh, you need no. I don't need to do nothing. But some people like you can't explain things to them because they always want to act on their level of perception. Like if I don't want to do something, then I don't want to do it. Just because you saying I need to do this and I need to do that. This is my life. This is not your life. Like you can't tell me what I can and can't do. If I don't want to drive, that's not a crime because I don't want to drive. That's not uh a bad thing. Like a lot of people don't drive, and I'm not just saying that okay, a lot of people don't drive. That's why I don't know. I'm just saying it because it's true. A lot of people don't want to drive, but they don't mean they bad. They're a bad person. They just mean they don't want to drive. Like hey. Because at first, like yes, I was trying to push myself to get my license. I was trying to push myself to do this, and like things was always coming up. Even when I did do it, like I didn't even have the much level of experience that I need to have to pass the test even though I prayed about it. But hey, yes, you prayed about it. But hey, if you don't got the level of experience that you need to drive, then how can you pass the driver test? Like I really try to pass that driver test without even knowing how to drive for real, without even knowing the things I need to know. Yes, I studied, but I still didn't want to learn the way I needed to learn it because if I did, then I would have passed it because like I'm the type of person I can learn something without being physically in the car because I done drove before, but just the fact that hey, that's not something for me to do. Like if I actually end up getting a car later on, only God knows. Like only God knows if I'm gonna come past the stage where okay, I'm just gonna get my license and stuff anyway. I'm just gonna get me a car because like yes, like I am gonna be in my house one day. I'm speaking into this. I am gonna be in my own house one day. Like that's something that I'm claiming in the name of Jesus, and it's already given because when you believe, when you have faith in your full trust in God, whatever you believe in, you already got it. Like, and that's one thing that I know I'm gonna have. I'm claiming in the name of Jesus that I'm gonna have my own house. Like, but like I don't know, like, but it's just the fact that I didn't put my I ain't gonna say I'm putting I didn't put my full trust in God. Like when you put your full trust in God, it's so much easier. It's so much not just easier, it's so peaceful because you don't let nothing get to you. I used to let a lot of things get to me. Oh, my family not there for me like I want them to be. Oh, my family not my like this person not there for me. Like this person not understanding me. This person not listening to me, this person not understanding me. Like I was just all over the place because people were not there for me or needed. I mean, that they wasn't giving me what I needed to get for them. Like it was mostly always one sided. Okay, I'm putting my end up. Okay, I'm pouring in my cup, but they not pouring in their own cup. Like, like, hey, you can only give what you got. But if this person not don't have good intention, this person not dealing with things they need to deal with, how can a person give you something they don't got? And sometimes some people don't want you around them because they know, like, hey, this person is different from us. So like they really did you hey, I'm talking to myself, y'all, but they really did me a favor and not let me around them because like I'm glad they didn't because I would have got drawn into what they doing and I would have started doing what they doing and it's not right. Like when you're not being an obedient child of God, when you're drinking more than you're praying, when you're cursing more than you praying, when you spending money more than you praying, like ain't nothing wrong with spending money, but it's about cherishing things that you got. Remember what you came from, because we came from God. I ain't talking about your mama. I ain't talking about your daddy. You came from God. We all been put here from God. If it wasn't from God, we wouldn't be allowed to do nothing. Not I'm talking about allowed to do nothing, not even pass gas, not even nothing. I'm talking about none of that. When we wouldn't be alive, but some people don't know that. But life, life. Like I can go on and 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 on. I can go on and on about life because like I experienced it. Like not saying I'm done experiencing it, but I experienced a light in my lifetime and I'm just so glad that I can spread the message and to be a living testimony that life don't be easy. But when God showed me that vision, y'all, something before it even happened, he was letting me know I'm here. Like, what are you doing? What are you crying for? I'm here. Like, I've been here with you all along, but I just hope me showing you this make you believe. And I won't even say he said something like that because God already know what was gonna happen. He already know once he showed me that, that's when I was gonna experience my spiritual awakening. Cause like that's literally when I experienced it. Cause like I kept crying, but I'm so glad I be talking because like I just learned like when I was actually crying for something, crying from a breakup or whatever, like I actually experienced a spiritual awakening and I kept crying, but as I was crying, I was praying too. And then like it led me to a vision because I wasn't asleep, y'all. Like I actually seen things that happened before time. And I'm like, God is telling me something. But at that exact moment, I didn't think like I'm thinking now. Like God is telling me something. God is saying I'm not alone. Like, cause that person was the only person in my life. And like, I just felt so drained. I felt so sad. I felt so alone, but I wasn't alone. Like I'm never alone. Like God is always with me. But like when I lost that person, because like I spent 9 years with that person, like, and I'm like, hold on, like, even though nothing was perfect, even though like nothing was the best that it could have been, but like we had more good times than bad times we did. But it wasn't meant for me. God was saying, "Hey, I got something better for you. I know some things you don't know. I seen some things you haven't seen. I heard some things you didn't hear." And like after that moment, I'm like, everything just started coming to the light. I'm like, what the world? Like, this person wasn't the person that I thought this person was. And that's why God moved me from this person, because anybody can change or whatever. But it's just the fact that, hey, this person wasn't no change. Yeah, this person was a changed person. It was a person that I didn't think this person could be. And like, I ain't gonna lie, it's just the fact that like I wasn't even shocked, because you can't be shocked. You got just gotta accept things for what they are. Like when that person showed me his true colors, I'm like, okay, hey, I see it. You ain't gotta tell me twice. Like, and like, but it's just the fact that it gotten so far though, because like all the red flags was there, but I choose not to acknowledge them. I choose to deal with them. I choose to be there even when I should never been there. But yeah, I done jumped to so many topics on this video, y'all. Like I was all over the place. Like this video so just been about God is always working. But yeah, that do touch on it though, because God was working then. Like he let me see like this person is not the person for you, but you still choose to be there for that person. Like no matter what you did in your past, as long as you doing right now, as long as you didn't forgave people who didn't even give you an apology, you don't hold grudges, you know you doing right even when you did wrong in your life, but you repenting for that. Like if somebody's still holding on to something that you did in the past and they don't want to let go of it, like that is a problem they got to solve themselves. Like you can't make nobody change. You can't make nobody see the greatness in you. You can't make nobody see the light in you. You can't make them see it if they don't want to see it. So you got to actually acknowledge that. But it was a communication. The communication was weak as hell. Like it's the fact that we talked about more things that we talked. It's the fact that we talked about a lot of stuff, but it was okay. But we didn't talk about what we was going through. Like we just listed it on the road. Like, but it needed to be acknowledged, and that's why things went the way it did, because we didn't have understanding. Like there was no communication for real. There wasn't no understanding. Like okay, you can't let your emotions and feelings get the best of you. Like see, hey, I'm trying to like prove to this person, oh, I'm a good person. Like, okay, I'm worthy. Like, no, like you don't gotta prove yourself to nobody. And your actions speak louder than your words. Like, if they not even trying to understand from your action, you think they're gonna think they're gonna acknowledge you? Like, I just ended up getting hurt than what I really was. I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? But I didn't see it till it was almost too late. But it's just the fact that I went through that, and I'm like, okay, like, hey, but it's just the fact that I didn't even have in mind, like, okay, he got a different perspective for me. He got a different path for me. Like I didn't even think of that. I'm just thinking, okay, what I'm going through, like I don't know how I'm gonna get through it, but I had faith even when I didn't even know I had faith, because like I didn't know how I was gonna get out of that situation. I just kept doing the best I can. I just kept giving what I could give at that moment, because you only can give what you got. Like whatever you got, that's on. Like they're just like saying somebody asked for $100 and you only got $50 in your pocket. You only can give that person what you got at that exact moment. Like so, like when somebody's with you, like that person can only give you what they got. If this person don't got confidence in themselves, if this person don't believe in themselves, this person don't all them things that they need to do, then they not gonna give you what you need. They gonna give you what they got. Thank you so much. Like I'm really actually getting to know myself just by talking, y'all. I don't know who gonna watch this full live, but y'all, I didn't found out a lot about myself just by talking. Like, cause like, how can somebody give you something they don't got? Like, if you with a person and they don't know how to handle their emotion, they don't know how to handle their feelings, they don't know how to let stuff go. They need to let stuff go, and like that's something that we had at the time in common. I was holding on to something and that person was holding on to something too. But we like no matter what somebody's going through, we all can't walk in nobody's shoes. Like we all got different paths or whatever. We can have similarities or whatever, but we can never understand and feel how somebody really feel. Like yes, they can tell us, but we can't feel how they feel. And like it's just the fact that I done gave people the truth. I done gave people the honest truth. I done gave people the deep down hard truth, and like they still didn't listen. Like it was like I kept saying the same thing over and over and over again, but that person still didn't want to learn. Like even when my heart was broken, even when I could have lived, even when I could have just gave up on that person, I still didn't leave until all I could do was leave. Like because that person stopped contacting me, and that person stopped doing this and that because they left me for another girl, but it is the fact that I didn't leave until that person left me. Like I didn't give up on nobody. Like that's what I can say. I don't give up on people. They always give up on me. Cause one thing about it, when I love somebody, I'm gonna show you nothing but love. I'm not gonna give up on you. Like, but that person lied to me. That person hurted me. That person deep down, like almost like made me just give up on everything. Like, but I'm like, no, like God didn't let that go on because God said, no, ma'am, no, sir. What you're doing is not what we finna do. Like, you're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep pushing. You're gonna know that you're not your past. You're not your pain because just because this person don't see the good in you, I see everything. I know your heart. That's what God told me. Like God said, girl. Matter of fact, no, lady, you're a woman. You're not a little girl no more. You're not that person that's dealing with stuff that you were dealing with in your past. Like I can bring you peace, not at the world, but I can bring you peace. Like I'm just so glad and thankful that I got up on this live because like I done found out a lot of stuff about myself. Like the more I talk about stuff, like the more better I get to know myself and I get to know like what actually hurts me and stuff like that. And it's crazy because y'all like I really just thought I was crying. I was finna wipe the tear and everything, but it wasn't no tear there because this is what God need me to know. Like, hey, like you're hurt, but hey, like I don't even got no tears left to cry. Like usually I would have been crying right now, but I don't even have no tears to cry. Like yes, my voice is cracking, but y'all don't y'all know that I literally thought I was crying the whole time, and I wasn't even crying. Like I literally went to wipe a tear, and it wasn't even a tear there. Like I thank God for that because like usually like when I talk about stuff that hurted me, like it just made me cry so bad and I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't stop thinking about it. But now like it's getting better and better and better. I won't say to forget, but I'm gonna say to forgive everybody that hurted me, everybody that didn't see the person that I was cause one thing about it, I'm a nice person. I'm a good person. Yes, I done did wrong in my past, but that's my past. My past doesn't define my future. God knows my heart. He's seen it all. He didn't hurt it all. He knows it all. And he knows I'm a good person. Like, it's like, I done been there for people that hurted me. I done been there for people who betrayed me, stabbed in my bed, talked about me, then beat my ass and all that. Only one person though. That was my sister. She beat the hell up out of me. And I still do it today. I speak to her. Sometimes she don't speak to me. Like I always speak first. But that's the thing. I'm gonna always keep being a better person. Like I'm not gonna be a bitter person. I'm not gonna be a messy person. I'm not gonna be none of that. I'm gonna keep standing on 10 toes down on the person that God needs me to be. Even when like I get knocked down, sometimes I'm still gonna keep getting up. Cause like life will always be what you make it. But you gotta keep making the right decision for yourself, y'all. Like I really should have got up on here and went live. I mean, did a live video. But I love y'all. I think I'm finna go live on camera, y'all. Y'all have a nice blessed day. I love y'all.